Alberto.
Hello. Wow, you guys having fun here? Cool.
Wow, that's impressive.
Alberto and Leo here to your right. This is Guy from Movistar Plus.
Oh,
Where are you?
sorry.
How are you? I
Oh.
can't believe it. This is wonderful. Tell me, I mean, we were all waiting for this. Tell me how it felt when you got the award and all that.
Well, the first impression, it was incredible because the theater feels very small and intimate. So we were really feeling, wow, we could see absolutely everybody. And it was extremely, a lot of pressure because it feels like people are very close. And then when they say the name of the film, obviously it was crazy. He kind of like took his time, so I was alone without knowing what to do a little bit.
Did I?
Yeah, and then I started saying around, sorry, I didn't know what to say until you came.
Well, it was. I mean, I wish I could swear here because probably I could describe it even better. But yeah, it was surreal, man. It was just, still is. It was, yeah, extremely special. And the time, just the feeling of time was kind of wasn't right in a way.
It was strange, yeah,
Very strange,
100%.
amazing.
I mean, it's the award of the awards. You always dream with this, and then when it's real and it happens, it is absolutely absurd. Yeah.
Hi there. You have one other question? Go ahead. 162 was next, and then 223, you're on deck.
Hola,
Thank you.
hello.
Hello.
You mentioned in your speech that you're hoping that this opens up a little bit the world of animation for adults. Huh?
Yeah.
Been talking a lot about that this week. Can you develop a little bit more of that concept? And how do you feel about how can you impose that when brands like Disney and other big companies are like the ones
Yeah.
that-
I mean, I don't want to impose it. Disney is not for me, I suppose. We had a number of conversations, and very much sometimes these big networks that they are doing very good what they do, because nobody's better at Disney doing Disney. I don't see a little bit of a relationship there because right now I'm not open to do that. I want to do animation for adult. I want to do real cinema. And obviously I don't want to stop what all the other companies are doing because A, is beautiful. I've been a kid myself and I enjoy animation a lot. And also it's very successful and it still is successful. But recently, especially since we released Love, Death and Robots, we open a wide range of possibilities with this art of animation. So it is happening. The Academy nominated these 5 films. 4 of them, they are adult cinema, 4 of them, which is major. And I think that there's way much more things to come. Conversations that I'm having now, they were not happening 3 years ago. So it's kind of like a golden time for animation, 100%. And this is obviously going to, this is going to help a lot.
Thank you. Next up, we have 223. Could you please stand up when you ask your question? 202, you're on deck.
Hi, Alberto Leroy. Enhorabuena.
Gracias.
Mucha alegría veros. So, continuing what my colleague asked, I want to know, if you could explain a little bit to a person who doesn't understand this industry, imagine in Spain, which opportunities is going to bring you this Oscar, imagine in terms of doing a feature film or something like that, and then just if you're going to bring that Oscar to Spain or you live here, tell us a little bit, what are you going to do?
Let me ask that first. I don't know yet. It's crazy. I have actually a number of awards, and that's always a problem because they come in a box, they are big, and it's kind of I don't know where to have them, either in LA or in Spain. The Oscar is obviously key for a lot of things, and it says out loud that what you are doing is going in the right direction. As I say, it's been happening for the last years, especially since we kind of did something quite extreme with Love, Death and Robots that people is paying way more attention with adult animation. And just to put an example, 5 years ago, perhaps when I was pitching my projects, they were like, no, you're crazy, dude. We cannot have a drunk character here, or we cannot have drugs or insults or sex or nudity. While now they are extremely open. They want to see animation, they want to see this graphic world that we can do. They want to see interesting stories, and we can target audiences. So there is money for that, which is great, and 5 years ago it was not a chance at all. Thank you.
202 in the back, can you please?
Yeah,
stand
hello
up?
here. How you doing? Congratulations.
202 and 165, you're on deck.
Can you guys talk a little bit about the content of the short movie in terms of like, it's about like the meaning of love, but what was the starting point? And it's interesting because it's very wide in visual terms, in terms of like geography, right? There's like, it takes place in different countries.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have that idea, and then how do you work to expand it and to show all these like amazing different like aspects of like what love can be?
Yeah, well, I wanted to talk about love today. Love back in the time was very useful to create strong families, strong clans. By the time that your kids are 9, what happened? Sorry. So, shall I continue, right? So by the time that your kids are 9, you toss them into like, okay, start working on the fields and, you know, make like a strong family so you can actually be powerful. Nowadays we are way more centralized and we focus way more in ourselves. Back in the time, the relationships, they were very much based on faith and family, a lot of pressure, commitment. I don't know if back in the time people were happier. I don't know if we are happier now. So I wanted to talk about what is love now in this generation compared to what it was love back in the time. And I wanted to do it answering to your question internationally because I think that it speaks to a lot of countries and it speaks to a lot of different people that they live this very same society that we are living now. Of course.
165 and then Shorts TV, you're on deck.
Hi, I would like to ask a question in Castilian, since we, you know, all the languages are acceptable. Bueno, me alucinó la textura del corto, por favor, no os pongáis en plan muy nerdy, pero decirme un poco, contarnos un poco qué tecnología utilizasteis. Me pareció tan bonito, de verdad. Estoy súper emocionado.
Muchas gracias. ¿Y contestamos en español o contestamos en inglés? ¿En inglés o en español? Ok, en español. Ok. Bueno, esto es una técnica que mezcla el 2D con el 3D y muy basado en la pintura impresionista, que es lo que a mí realmente me gusta. La pintura impresionista es lo que puedes ver con los ojos en un pestañeo, ¿no? Y la llegas a entender bien porque quita elementos que el realismo o el hiperrealismo tiene y que no son necesarios para entender una imagen. Por ejemplo, ahora mismo estoy aquí cegado con la luz, más o menos os veo y es suficiente. Entonces, esa era un poquito la principal premisa, intentar quitar elementos que no son necesarios y crear imágenes fuertes. Y luego, pues, trabajando juntos muchísimo en el look, en los colores, en los personajes, en las texturas de los personajes, en fin, una pecha a currar. Thank you.
Don't go anywhere, guys. We have one virtual interview,
Okay.
Shorts TV, and then 201, you're on deck.
Hello, it's Stephanie from Short TV. Enhorabuena, Leo.
Bueno, thank you.
This project took a few years to, I feel like the voice of God right now. This project took quite a few years to pull together. Please tell us what you both learned from making this for so many years. And thank God you did. But what did you both learn as filmmakers during this adventure?
Oh, we learned that animation is obviously extremely difficult, tough, and expensive. We learned that being independent is not a reason to not do things. We arrived here and we basically self-finance and put a lot of effort. And then we learned that obviously the teams are big and you need to deal with people. I mean, the question is very difficult. We learn a lot of things. We learn a lot from our mistakes, but also we learn a lot from our goals. There are a lot of things that we did right that we will definitely repeat it.
Yeah.
201.
Yeah, and I think for me is, excuse me, it's just like, I say that before, but taking Alberto's vision and his style, and I think that was to me one of the, like a very joyful moments, when we had like the first images coming through, and thinking that this is looking the right way, and we could make a difference, and I thought that was pretty good to me.
Yeah.
201, you're next, and then LA Times, you're on deck in the virtual room.
Gentlemen, congratulations on the win. Me again. Hey, I think your short's really a work of art. I just wanted to ask if you had any opinions or reaction to the Golden Hour Awards, to the your category being awarded pre-show.
Oh, pre-show. We were surprisingly happy. I mean, look, let's be fair. At first, we were all extremely, it was like an indignation. But then one day after, the war kind of came up, and it felt a little bit frivolous to protest a little bit because things are really tough over there. But then I think that they handle it well. I understand that extra minutes count. It was very nice to see the whole theater full. We didn't know if this was like an empty theater experience, but it was really nice to see it full. And then, well, they did a little bit of an edit of our words, and I understand how it happened. I hope that this is the last year that they do that. I hope that the Academy decides rather than the TV network. I think that it's nice that the show can be perfectly 30 minutes longer. Why not? A lot of people like that. And I don't think it's gonna take longer than that. So I really hope, for the love and the sake of all the categories that are here, that they don't do that, because it's not how it looks. It's not about your Oscar moment. It's how you make it look outside. A lot of the press, they got confused as well. Nobody knew if it will be on TV or not. A lot of my friends, they are not even watching this because they thought that we were out. So it created a little bit of harm on that sense that it was not nice. Thank you.